It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
What's up YouTube, it's Cralisa Victoria. I'm back with another video. If you guys haven't watched my 2 a.m. routine, then make sure you guys watch that video, my 2 a.m. routine that I just posted on my channel. I'm actually going to be checking my laptop right now to make sure that my video actually posted and to make sure that my thumbnail came out okay, just because sometimes my video uploads and my thumbnail never did. So let's check that out right now. In the meantime, go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you've already tuned into my channel. You've already been following me, then thank you so much. But make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new. We talk we talk about a lot of stuff on my channel. So if you're up for some, conversation, then you need to go ahead and click the subscribe button. We talk about business, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, all of that. Health, wealth, everything. You name it. Okay, so my thumbnail did. Okay, perfect. So I like to just go back in on my videos and okay, this is gonna annoy me that this is lowercase and everything else is capital, so let me get that capital. Yeah, so basically I'm up. It's like at this point it's about 2:15 in the morning. I can't sleep, haven't slept through the night. I have a lot of nights like this. I'm actually probably going to go fix me. I have some water right. It takes you years to find your water. I have some water right here, so. Since I'm up and I can afford to go to the bathroom, I drink water or I drink whatever I feel like I need to be drinking, which a lot of times with this type of hour, I don't want anything that's going to have any sugar in it or anything like that. So I try to stick to water. Like right now, I'm not really hungry. I'm more so thirsty. So I take this time to drink water. Obviously, you don't want to drink water when you're trying to go to sleep because you'll just keep running to the bathroom. But I figure if I'm up, go ahead and get that extra dose of water. Go ahead and get a jump start, get a head start on your upcoming day. For example, I like to drink minimum of 8 bottles of water a day, 8 cups of water. This is cup number 1. It's already starting my day. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm already starting my day with water. Obviously, I'm going to get some rest, but I feel like I'm going to be up at least an additional hour just because I want to get some studying done. So I'm going to drink this water. Excuse me, I just keep burping. And I'm also going to pop open my essential water, which the water in there I think is like 30 fluid ounces or something. Yeah, 30 fluid ounces. And this is only 16. So if I can get through that water and I can get through this water, I'll already be roughly at about 46, 47 fluid ounces of water already at 2, 3 a.m. in my day. And then once I normally like 124 fluid ounces, I believe, either 124 or 132, I can't remember the number, but both ways that gives me my 8 glasses of water during the day. So imagine if this morning while I'm working right now I can get through 47 fluid ounces. That already gives me almost a third of what I need to drink for the day, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to drink a third of my water intake at 2 a.m. I mean, why not? I'm up. I'm working on things. I'm going to have to be up, so, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'll just go. Normally at a time like this, like since I haven't eaten anything like in a while and I'm drinking water, one water bottle can fill me up. So right now I'm already full off of what I just drank. Therefore, I'm going to let my stomach kind of get a little bit unfull. And then about 10-15 minutes or so, I'm going to go in with my other water and I'm going to start drinking my other water. But right now, like I said, my stomach is a little full. So when I either go to the bathroom to release some of this fluid or my stomach just gets unfull, I'll be drinking my other water. So that's 16 fluid ounces. And like I said, the next one I drink will be, you can basically say the next one I drink will be, even though the bottle is 30 fluid ounces, I still have about this much left of another water. So let's just round up and say that 16 fluid ounces, the other one is 30 fluid ounces, which will give me roughly 46 fluid ounces. Plus I have about 4 ounces left in my other bottle. So I will drink, did I just say that right? I said 16 and 30, 46. So then I got 4 fluid ounces left in my other water bottle. So I'll drink 50 fluid ounces today at this time in the morning. So all I'll be left with once I wake up is I'll be left with about 50 to 80 fluid ounces. Well, about 82 fluid ounces of water for the rest of my day. And that will give me about 8 or 9 glasses of water. But I probably will crush that goal early in my day, which would give me ample time to drink more water during the day. If that makes any sense. So, yeah. So, yeah. But you guys see the skin trying to come back. It's trying to make a comeback. You see the chest. It's trying to make a comeback for that breakout. Because you can always come back. Okay? You can always come back from a breakout. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get to this. Like I said, I just posted my 2 a.m. routine, so make sure you guys check that out. I did major editing so that I can shorten the video because I understand that not everybody wants to watch a long routine. So I definitely shortened the video for my people who don't want to hear me talking forever. But this video, I think I'm just going to talk about in this video the difference between an MBA, I guess just like all of my degrees and stuff, and how I felt about each. But really I want to touch on how I feel about my MBA opposed to my endeavor toward law school. Okay, so let's get into it. I know you guys are thinking, why haven't you been getting into it? It's like 8 minutes into the video. I'll try to put that in the description too, that I start actually talking about what I'm talking about 8 minutes in. So basically, okay, so that is up. Wanted to make sure thumbnail and everything was there. It is there. So go watch my 2 a.m. routine. And then I did post another video, Day in the Life of a Realtor. So go ahead and make sure you guys check that out. I'm seeing that you guys have been checking out my videos. Somebody commented here. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to close my computer because I will get distracted and I will start working on other things and forget that you guys are even here. So let me just pay y'all attention. So let's talk about the LSAT, okay? Let's talk about it, okay? So first of all, I first started studying for the LSAT in 2013, going into 14, really like 2014. Some 13, some 14, but let me tell you what happened. So I graduated from college, degree in sociology, degree in criminal justice. I already knew that I wanted to go to law school. I started studying for the LSAT. I even got help taking the LSAT, like professional help, like you know how they do the Kaplan review or all those different type of Princeton review, all of those that you can do to help you try and master this test. So I did that. I studied on my own. I did all of that. I even worked with the counselor like at school trying to help me get through the review. and my scores just did not come out the way that I wanted them. They were low. Some schools back then, and I say back then like it's a long time ago, but 2013-14, around that time and up testing, they weren't really like trying to accept low scores. Some schools now, they have the programs to where you can get a lower score, and they want you to, maybe come to summer school and see how you do in the curriculum and then consider your low score. At that time, they weren't really doing that. There was a couple schools who were out who were doing that, like Thomas Cooley. There were some other schools I can't think about who were actually doing that, trying to give a chance to the people who could thrive in law school. They were giving you a chance to show what you had, maybe during a summer routine or something, but you had to have like a certain score. I just was not getting scholarship worthy scores. I was not getting entry level scores for the LSAT. I was a well-rounded individual. I did well in school. I was a part of different organizations, and I was a part of community service. I was a part of a lot of things that made me a great candidate. I was had background in internships with courthouses. I had, jobs with courthouses. It was just really, really crazy because I was well-rounded, with the exception that I wasn't getting the score, which made me think, sometimes they say, oh, it's not about just the score, it's about being well-rounded. Well, I don't think that that's necessarily true, because if it was about being well-rounded and not just the score, I feel like I would have gotten into most of the schools that I wanted to get into and that I applied to. It got to a point where I was applying to schools that I didn't even mind, that I really didn't want to go to, just because I wanted to get into the program. That's how bad I wanted to be in law school. Like, I just wanted somebody to give me a chance, and I felt like if there was a school that I wanted to get into badly, I would then transfer to that school after one school gave me a chance to even get in. Needless to say, that never happened. I never got in. I never, I just got to a place where I was like, these are not scholarship worthy scores. Don't nobody want to get in school and have a plethora of debt. And then also, I would think like, no one wants to get in school and not have their best score as well, because you, as many of you know, some of you may not know, the LSAT is a strong indication of how you would do on the bar. So that's why they put so much emphasis on it. It's not necessarily the determining factor. It's not necessarily a guarantee that if you do well on the LSAT that you're going to do well on the bar, or vice versa. But it's a strong indication, and they don't want to waste their time, nor do they want to waste your time, because you can get through law school and not pass the bar, and you can never practice as Esquire. But if you get through law school and you pass the bar, obviously you can practice and become Esquire. But if you graduate from law school and you never pass that bar, honey, you're not going to be a practicing attorney. Newsflash. So over the years, I've noticed that they come out with the Masters of Art in Law program, which is what I've been up against debating. Should I do law school, or should I do the Masters of Art in Law? Well, with the MA in Law, I've already been accepted into the program. With the law school, I would have to study to get back to where I was, but better, so that I can get into law school. So the pros and the cons are, MA in Law, I'm already accepted, but I won't get to practice as a practicing attorney, but I will have a strong background in law. The pros for law school is I will become a practicing attorney once I pass the bar, and I would have all the perks of lawyer, instead of just having MA in law with a background in law, but not really being able to practice law. You see what I'm saying? So that's the downfall. But the downfall with law is, will I ever get the score that I need to get into law school? And I know some people say, be optimistic, you will. But the truth of the matter is, this test is a strategy-based test. And yeah, I'm gonna work hard to do what I have to do, but in that same breath, if I never get the scores that I need to get into the school, the Masters of Art in Law would still enable me to have that background in law. Now, you guys know I am a realtor, and there's a lot of law in real estate. So I definitely see myself having a lucrative future with real estate. So having the Masters of Arts in Law as a background will give me, another competitive edge in this industry. And it also will open up some other doors for me to be able to use the MA in law. However, if I don't do the MA in law and I never get the scores I want or go to law school because it's just too much and I just don't feel like dedicating the time and all of that, or I just want to put my energy into other things, then I don't want to have missed out on the MA in law and never pursue the law. So right now I'm up against a couple things. I talked to the MA in law and they were just like, oh, you're past the deadline, so you might have to wait until January to start the semester. And I'm just like, how are you going to interrupt my motivation? So one of the women in the department is trying to see if she can get an override to get me into this semester, since it has not technically started and I wasn't past the deadline, intentionally. It's apparently my MA in law application had expired and they had to redo another one. So I was under the impression that I was good, but clearly the file has to be recreated, which made me miss deadlines and et cetera, et cetera. So she's checking on that. Hopefully we get good news tomorrow that I can start this month. If she says I can't and I have to start in January, I'm not going to register any courses. I'm going to study. Okay, guys, so my camera died, so we're basically going to get right back to this video like I left off saying. The LSAT, I'm going to get into studying, but when it comes down to, and I also have my background in MBA. I don't remember exactly what point I left off before the video. I think I was talking something about LSAT, but anyway, my MBA, I have an MBA as well. So I'm going to start studying for my LSAT, see where things take me. I'm going to test for it, and see what happens. But in the meantime, in between time, I'll be getting that done. And I guess determining what's going to be the best course of action for me. I believe that when I get in, if I were to pursue law school, that I know law school is not going to be easy, but I definitely think I'll probably be a little bit more successful than the MBA program. I was successful in the MBA program. I made good grades, but if you don't have a bachelor's background in business, I feel like getting a master's, it's a bit more difficult to weather the storm of being in the MBA program. People who have that business foundation from bachelor's years, I feel like they're able to get through the master level courses a lot easier than someone who doesn't have a business background. I'm not saying the work is going to be easy. I feel like the work is more extensive. It's like double or triple what you probably will experience in the undergraduate level. But imagine not having a business background at all and coming from a different undergraduate background and then going into an MBA program. It could be a lot more difficult. I ended up actually paying a tutor to help me with my finance class. Or was it my account? No, it was my accounting class, and my finance class, I finessed that one. I ended up passing it, but I just really used my common sense and really dug deep into researching to pass that class, and I did a wonderful job. I passed the class. But the way that the school teaches it is on a different scale. It's a different level than other schools teach the MBA program, so be mindful of that. Whatever school you decide to attend, it might not necessarily be like all the other schools. It could have its own spin on how they do an MBA program and the works. So I ended up, getting a tutor for the finance class. For the accounting class, for the finance class, I ended up just going hard, working hard, talking. I talked a lot to my classmates and things like that to understand the assignments and to also make sure I do my part, because the finance class was a big work together with your classmates. That's what's going to determine your grade. Y'all are going to put everything together. Everybody's going to do their part, and that's how you're going to get a grade. That's pretty much how my finance class was. So accounting was just another animal. I tried to do it myself. I tried to work with my classmates, and a lot of my classmates were telling me, hey, this is my second time around taking this class. I haven't been successful. So that's when I took it upon myself. I reached out on a Sunday to a tutoring company, And they actually were like, yeah, we can get you in. And I was just so happy. I didn't know how expensive it was. It was super expensive. But because the owner believed in who I was and believed in my goals and my dreams, he legit gave me a solid, affordable rate for me to pay for my sessions. And I couldn't be more grateful because it was so expensive. It was out of my budget. But I needed help so bad that I didn't even ask what the cost was when I went. I just know I needed help. And afterwards, my session was so expensive. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can maintain this because it's so expensive. Like super expensive per hour. The dollar amount was up there, honey. So then I was just like, he was like, how is it? And everything. We didn't know we were going to be in segment for so long. We were in a session for hours. That's how much I had to do in accounting. And he was like, are you going to be coming back? And I was like, I don't know, because I wasn't expecting to spend what I spent. I spent almost $500 on a session. And I didn't even know how much it cost. I just know I needed the work. Like I needed like one-on-one attention. I needed help doing my work. So, and you know, I needed to learn and understand some things. So I was just straight up with him. I'm like, hey, you're awesome. You know, I hope this assignment, when I turn it in, I hope that my dedication to getting a tutor and getting help and understanding certain concepts and things like that is going to pay off. But I don't think I can afford to just keep coming back and have to spend this type of money every session. I come back to you 4 or 5 times a week for my sessions. For my sessions. I'm spending $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000. I can't afford that. That's just too much, you know. I'm all about getting the education, though. The proper help for my education. So that's when he was just like, I believe in you. I know that you're going to do very well in your program. I know you're going to do well in life. And he worked out a deal with me that allowed me to actually complete my segments, my sessions at an affordable rate. And I continued to come back to him. He said, if I can help you by giving you an affordable rate, are you going to come back? And I said, I'll be back every time over. In that entire program, I came back every time we discussed it. I seen him multiple times during the week because he was willing to work a deal with me and I was willing to be successful, so why won't I? Why wouldn't I? So needless to say, I finished the MBA program. I successfully passed it. Now I'm up against the MA in law / LSAT. So we'll see where that goes, but just wanted to drop in and tell you guys my opinion on what I thought would be going down with this LSAT stuff. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you go watch my 2 a.m. routine. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next
It's only 11 something.